It's like these runs and these talks. They're like medicine. I gotta take my medicine before I get out there and get on the job. That was true before I knew this medicine. Now that I've found this medicine, the rest of the conversation is details. Whens and hows. Not things to be decided now. Not things that I need to have answered. Very few needs on this podcast. A little water. Maybe someday I'll need a lozenge or two. Otherwise, it's not like I'm going to run out of earth. It's not like my mind is going to stop spinning, endlessly turning itself over and over. I'm here. It's not like I'm gonna stop watching. I might get drowsy at the wheel, but if I keep watching myself go through this time, age into and out of this lifetime, it's not like I'm gonna run out of that. It's just, what's the relationship? Am I watching myself with love? Am I holding a hypercritical hawk's eye to the vital organs of my tender little baby self, out here flopping like a pink fish out of water on his two malformed little fins that currently have blisters on them and pointy rocks in them under thin soles? And let's be honest, a relatively thin skin. How am I watching? You can't help the watching. How am I watching? And am I projecting visions onto the actual shape of my mind? The character of my character? Am I painting on a surface whose texture alone is rich and need no embellishment? That's what it is. That's the perfection of the podcast. Whether or not I abide by it, the podcast is perfect. Whether or not I treat it like that, the podcast is perfect. Whether or not I'm paying attention, it's perfect. And now we gotta go this way. Yeah. Whew. That was a quick one. That guy came in. And there was a extra bit of lip on the road for a couple of feet. It was really good timing. Didn't even have to jump, which is good because the road was really gravelly just now where I landed, and I wouldn't have been able to decelerate adequately. I would have slipped down into that steep ass ditch. If it came to that, if I had jumped too hard, I'd give it a little putt-putt. Sometimes you gotta do a little putt-putt. You really don't want the big force. You don't want the vulgar display of power. Speaking of which, big old truck coming at me from behind right now. Time to say hi. And goodbye. And switch. I prefer... Oh! Is that where we are? Well, shit. We was on this road. Is that right? I don't know. I think it, yeah. Yeah, I know where we're at. I know where we're at. This is going to take us where we want to go. Promises. Ow. The last time you saw this road, it was in reverse. I don't know if I've ever run it this way. Hey. Follow the yes. Right now the yes says jump. Jump and don't hit the post. lamppost on one side, cactus on the other. Oh, that was pretty impressive. Shit. Ugh. There we go. Did you hear my feet hit the ground? Talk about perineum tone. I've definitely felt heat, and I felt structures coming together. I didn't feel the bloody, clenchy viscera. So, still no spasms. Still no, what's the word? Cramp. Still no cramp. Fantastic. Next time, who knows? And that guy is coming up. I'm going to give him his space. Yeah, you gotta give some space. I was on a deep side of the road where I wouldn't want to make that jump just yet into that ditch. That ditch. Hard to see, huh? We still going? We're still going. Should we do another time check? Nah. F it. There is no time here. Because where you and I rather be than here. With this guy coming at us. And the road clear. Otherwise, yep. Switch back, switch back, switch back. We switch again. We're back on the deep side, but we have more space in case this guy pops a tire and swerves. I'll take my chances on the rocks. What is a car but a large rock? Large. A series of sheets of metal and gears and pipes, fuses. Not so different than me. Yet, completely different. Wow. Okay, I really wasn't aware of how deep this thing goes. That's like 8 foot of ditch at the deepest part. But we're going to stand here for a second because... And this guy is signaling that he's going to turn, and these guys are not. So I'm just going to give it a minute. Okay, that guy is going to turn. Okay, well, we're standing for no reason. There we go. Safety first. I've got no skin in the game for heroics. I got no indebted wedding plans for that particular breed of narcissism within myself. Is this the right that I want to? Okay. Yes, it is. Okay. At the bottom of a little hill. Pretty gradual. The places we go. People I've met and the places I've been all make me the man I so proudly am. One thing still gets me. Kudders. Kid Cudi. Love you, bud. Most likely never meet you and let you know. Here's an anecdote. Actually, here's just a funny notion about a short time sequence in my life. When I was training yoga, when I was becoming accredited in sahaj yoga, which is a modality of yoga progenited by Babaji, I want to say. Which, if I'm thinking about the roots of that word, I guess that just means honorable father. Or father lord or father sire. Venerated father. Baba, dad. Ji. I think Ji is just a suffix that is respectful. think that's right. Anyway, when I was becoming accredited in Sahaja yoga, Sahaj, I forget what it means. Sometimes you can say it and it means something like balance. Other times you say it's something like easy or adapted. A lot of the poses or asanas that we take in yoga, a lot of them, if you adapt them, you put the word sahaj or sahaja before the word. Like, and utkata is the other one. It's like, oh, this is the harder version. Refer back like 10 episodes to when I made brief and tender love to the yoga pose known as Utkata Paschimottanasana. Utkata, the harder version of Paschimottanasana. Seated, straight leg, forward, bend. I don't know if that's the literal meaning of that word. Oftentimes these things are named after animals, or objects, or traditions, or heroes. But if you were to, instead of making it as hard as goddamn possible, made it as easy as possible, you let your knees micro bend a little perhaps, you don't go down too far, you use a rubber band or some kind of a band around your feet so that even though you're not touching your toes, you're still getting a good lunge forward. You might call that Sahaja Paschimottanasana. You might. I don't know if you'd be understood. I'll bet you would. But I don't know. I've never tried it before. Never used it that way. Anyway, that aside, when I was coming up, we're getting a little tilt now, aren't we? We're getting a little grade. But I got into that series, that yoga series, right at the time as a few other things. One of them was milk. I would often drink milk in the morning before heading out there or after getting back in from the ashram, playing zombie video games. I was kind of getting into zombie video games with that milk. And while I was drinking milk, or a Blue Moon, but usually milk, after a day at the ashram, shooting zombie heads while digesting the ideas of the day and going over my booklets that I received at the ashram, I was also listening to Kid Cudi. The album was Man on the Moon, #1. I believe he came out with 2 albums that were Man on the Moon. Is that right? Or is that just a series of... Is that a song series within one album? I forget. I forget. Honestly. Okay, we got a bogey. We got a bogey on our 6. Better digress off the tributary. Ooh, a lot of texture on this sidewalk. Is it unfinished or is this intentional? Whatever it is, it worked. Left Achilles tendon gave me a delightful pop just now. Did not hurt. The right one did not snap or pop and remains feeling vaguely dissatisfied. Like, why'd you land on that foot harder, fucker? I'm not completely, totally anatomically sound. Harmonically aligned in motion with the rest of y'all's tissues. Why not land on me really hard? Give me that cathartic popping sensation. To which I say, I don't know, maybe next time. Digress. Through the field we go. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, it's like really thin water. Oh yeah, and the poppies. Oh. But the pain, is it pain? We're listening. Digress. Okay, he went that way. Not pain. Discomfort. Right knee is like, yo, gotta warn a brother before I do that. Okay. Which way are you gonna go? Are you turning left? Yes, you are. I'm watching you. I'm watching you. Yeah. We are okay. Be prepared to stop. Oh boy. Here's a question. Can I take the following right? I don't think so. Looks like that's kind of the focus of the activity around here. Thank you. We got a car coming out? Okay, thank you. Hey there. All right. A lot of work. Now this guy's coming out from behind, and I hug the left. Nope, he's going the other way. Okay. Oof, my pinky almost swatted the stop button on the screen. That would have been a disaster. Construction. See, I told you. Change has come. Should we micro dive into that song? No. I need more distance. I need a little more emotional distance. A little more time. A little more experience. Toughen my skin before I share that song. But if you want to look it up, I'm happy to shout it out. I'm referring to a song called Mama Said. S-E-D. Mama Said. By Pussifer. And don't worry. We will get into it at some point. There we go. Thank you, right leg, for working on that. That could have been dicey. Anyway, y'all know, if y'all know anything about me, I like a little good music. Whether I'm doing yoga, which I really haven't in years, or Tai Chi, which I haven't in months. Done some weights, ran some runs. Whatever I'm doing, I'm often listening to or thinking in music. This morning I was thinking about Karina Round singing in one of the Pussifer songs from the latest album, Existential Reckoning. There's a song about adapting to a world of Twitter and the internet, what the lyrics identify as a digital paradigm. We're in the digital paradigm. Right after those words land, a couple of times in the song, Karina Round shrieks. She goes, "Whoa, whoa." And I was thinking this morning on that song, that particular moment, I was thinking to myself, man, she sounds like a siren. That's what it is. That's what's disturbing. Because she's often in the background or singing, harmonizing with Maynard, but in that moment, Karina's just belting on her own and the volume is turned up. So it's at the forefront. She can belt. It's an alarm sound. And of course they layer it, so it's like 3 of her voice. It's like 3 of her voice. It's the beginning of like a 4 count or a whatever count. So it's like, abrupt shift from Maynard's deep voiced preceding tone. Yeah. And we made it. We are back. There it is. Tell me you didn't see that. You didn't see the shadow rainbow circle halo. Oil slick is a hell of a thing. That's going to be a fun playback. Because it was clear as day. There's no mistaking it for like 10 foot of asphalt. Fresh. It was clear as day to my eyes. I don't have special eyes, I'm just a dude. I'm relying on the same chimpy machinery that you are. Unless you don't have eyes. Or if... I don't know, I guess my eyes work okay, don't they? If your eyes are having a hard time functioning, you need glasses and stuff, headaches and reading and stuff, then okay. There might be genetic stuff happening. Or just wear and tear that hasn't happened to me yet. I get a lot of eye floaters. I actually have them. One of the more annoying ones likes to hang out near the center of my vision, in my right eye. Near the center. Constant, always. Always pulling away at my cohesion of images, making me think there's a bug flying in front of me wherever I go. That's right. Even I find ways to complain. I, with every advantage in the world. Ah, yes. But with my own spectacular, rolled out suite of personal trauma as well. The scruples of the generations that led up to my being. There's no way these genes didn't manifest into me without there being some fuckery, and not the good kind. But the upshot is, I have a chance to have my hand in resolving some of that damage during my lifetime, even if I don't know what it is. For every one that I do know, you bet your sweet butt that there's 100 that I don't, that are each 100 times more heinous, various, despicable, creative, and petty. But that's no different than anybody else. Again, the hardware's the same. You've got the blueprints, I've got them. We pay our price for them and we get to have a lifetime. So here we are. I'll take it, you know. Today is not about the complaining. Today is not about just the scruples. Today is about this wind. Today is about awakening, coming to terms, seeing things, really holding them. What was that? What were those words of the Incubus song, Drive? Whatever tomorrow brings, I'll be there. With open arms and open eyes. That's nice. What a statement that is. Of course, what a pledge that is. Whatever tomorrow brings, I'll be there. You know, I would hesitate to bring that to anybody. Maybe at some point I won't hesitate. I think there's only two relationships that you can have. Two kinds of relationships that's something that can be appropriate ever to say. Booking it, Jack. Damn. I can actually see the screen in all this shade. Yeah, it's funny, you're angled down quite a bit, but you can still see those cars. Uh-oh. I'm okay saying whatever tomorrow brings, I'll be there with open arms and open eyes to myself. And the only reason why is because I'm okay lying to myself. Because there's no way that's 100% true. My eyes are never open, and my arms are never open either. They're always partially open. But the statement, I'll tell you what, it's either a lie or it's a prayer. How about I follow it? How about I precede the statement with prayer words? May it be that whatever comes, may it be that whatever tomorrow brings, that I be here with open arms and open eyes. That, I can give that to anybody. That sounds good. I'll say that all day long. I just choose my words carefully, you know? Of course, I didn't make that song. I wouldn't make that song. I'm not Incubus. What's the guy's name? Brandon Boyd. Does he write the lyrics? It's all good. It's all good. May it be that whatever tomorrow brings, I'll be there with open arms and open eyes. Yeah, I feel quite strong. I just got smacked upside the bridge of my nose directly between my eyes with a young honeybee. He must have mistaken my dewing sweat for a blossom on a craggy hill, that being my nose. I do have my colorful bumps. Where's a song for that? Whatever tomorrow brings, there will always be bees in my eyes. That is just a part of the rolling of the dice on the day-to-day. That's life on the up and up. Podding the cast as we do. Together, you and I. Oh yeah. We're gonna check in with that right knee. Because everything else is quiet. Hips are quiet, ankles are quiet. But the right knee is like, bruh, you pushed weird in the dirt when you ran through the poppies and swerved and responded to traffic. I need love and attention. To which I say yes, and you will receive it. Probably will not run tomorrow, but we will check in. We will check in. Ha! Yeah, you can still jump without pain, so you are still a good kneecap. Yes, you are. Ooh. Okay, that hurt a little. It's a conversation. Sometimes I know what I'm going to name these episodes. This time I'm like, what the hell? Maybe I'll name this Chronicle Flatfoot Traffic. Because there was traffic. And that's how I responded. But why focus on failure? There's no need to focus on failure. There's no failing when you get out and you apply yourself at something. It's all victories. It's all wins. All the way down. Step by step, man. We got this. We had this. Now we've got it. Soon we'll have it. Hilarious to anticipate how moved and giddy I'm going to be sitting on my own porcelain throne. The first time. The very first time. I'm going to be so smug. I don't care if it's a rickety, deteriorating shed. Oh, if it is, then it is. That's still a porcelain throne. I'm not worried about the details of my throne. A throne is as a throne does. We all know the value of a happy, functional BM. It's all a part of building the kingdom. You gotta have the throne. And we are kings and queens, are we not? Made it. What's next? Well, we're gonna plop down. Looks like everybody's gone. Yep, we're gonna remobilize the wrist. Okay. Shoulder 2. Gonna pop the pinky. Ow. There we go. This is not a big